What's up, guys? Welcome back to GoHamDiscGolf. I'm Big John, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Prodigy D3. Now, this is the disc that we are currently giving away here at GoHamDiscGolf. So if you have not entered into that giveaway yet, or you didn't even know about it, click on the picture right here and it'll take you straight to that video and you can figure out how to enter into the giveaway. But let's get into the review, guys. Before I show you guys any footage of the disc flying, I want to mention a few facts about the disc. First off, out of all four of the Prodigy Speed 13 drivers, the D3 is the slimmest of the discs, but it does have a height of 1.7 centimeters, and it's also got a very wide rim, just like you can expect from all the other Speed 13 drivers. It's got a 2.3 centimeter wide rim. Now, as far as the flight numbers for this disc, everybody knows that it's a Speed 13 driver, just like the other Prodigy Ds. But the glide on this disc is an 8, the turn is a -2, and the fade is a 2. So a lot of people have been comparing this disc to some other stuff. People have been throwing out that it's like a longer Valkyrie. They're saying that it's like a longer Beast, and a lot of people are saying that it's a lot like a Discmania DD2. Now, before I get into what this disc is like, I'm going to put up, and you guys don't have to look at me for a second, I'm going to put up the flight charts from Inbounds. Big thank you to Inbounds Disc Golf. I'm going to put up their flight charts for the D1, 2, 3, and 4, so I can show you the differences. Now, remember, when you're looking at these flight charts, these are a generalization. If you got a perfect throw with the perfect form and the perfect weight for the way you throw and perfect conditions, this kind of flight is what you can expect out of them. Now, for the average player, for somebody like me who doesn't have the biggest arm in the world, who still has problems with their form, who still is not a professional disc golfer, these aren't the kind of flight paths that I'm going to see every single time. But this is sort of what I expect out of the disc. And I can say with confidence that the D3 flies a lot like what this picture shows. Now, as for the stuff that it's like, I'm going to put up a picture, again from Inbounds, of the D3, the Valkyrie, the Beast, and the Discmania D2. So check this out, guys. Now, as far as the Valkyrie goes, I'm going to disagree with it. I don't think that this flies like a longer Valkyrie. And I'm going to say the same thing about a Beast. I don't think it flies the same way as a Beast. But I do agree that it does fly a lot like a Discmania DD2. Now, I think that it's got a bit more glide than a DD2, which means that you can probably get a bit more distance out of it, but in the same ride, you're going to see more fade at the end. Not much, but if you have thrown a DD2, then that's what you can expect similarly out of the D3. Now I'm going to overlay some footage of me and Junior throwing this disc so you can see what kind of flight paths we got out of it, and I'll tell you what I thought about the disc. The first thing I'll mention is the feel of the disc. It feels really good. You guys have heard me and Junior mention that we like the plastic, that it feels really good in the hand. It's a little bit gummy, but it doesn't stick to your hand. It's shiny, but it's not slimy or slick like some other discs tend to be. It's a bit flexible. It feels almost like a mix between flex and star, just as far as how much the disc will flex, but it does feel really good in the hand. It's got even though it's a slim disc, it's got a nice enough area for you to get your fingers into it for a nice power grip. It doesn't feel shallow at all. It doesn't feel like it comes out too early. And in the same right, it's not so deep that it feels like you might grip lock it on every throw. Now, as far as the flight, this guy is a very straight flyer, for me at least. I think that the D3 is a good sweet spot for all of us average players out there. If you're a pro and you can put a lot of torque on a disc and you can throw 500, 600 feet consistently, I think you'll be turning this guy over with a lot of ease. You might even be turning this guy into a roller disc. Now, I'd also like to say that I can bomb this disc 500 feet every time. But in all honesty, I flirt with 400 feet on this disc. You know, I don't consider myself to have a huge arm. I think that I've got a good enough distance to make that not a weak point in my game. But I can throw this guy consistently 375 to about 400 feet and not worry about it. If I get the right conditions and the right snap and the right throw, yeah, I can probably get out to about 425, maybe 450. But I can sit here and confidently say that this is a 400-foot disc for me. So having said all that, I would definitely say that if you're a newer player, or if you've been playing for a little while and you want to check out the Prodigy discs, I would say check out the D2 or the D3. The D3, like I said, should be the sweet spot for a lot of people. The D1, if you don't have a lot of arm speed or you're not throwing extremely far, it's going to be a bit of a meat hook for you. As soon as you release it, after about 200 feet or so, it's going to start to dive. And, you know, that's just a generalization. The D2, you'll probably get a nice straight shot out of if you release it perfectly, but it's going to have a strong penetrating fade at the end. The D3 will fly straight, maybe turn a little bit, have a nice consistent fade at the end, and feel really good in your hands. And then the D4 probably will turn into an anhyzer, or it's going to turn a lot before it starts to come back. So I'd say that the D3 is a good spot to try out the Prodigy distance drivers if you really want to try out a Speed 13 driver. If I was carrying Speed 13 drivers right now, I'd have either a 2 or a 3, a D2 or a D3 in my bag right now. But I really do like this disc. I think you guys should check it out. A big thank you to Prodigy for making such a great disc. A big thank you to Inbounds Disc Golf for letting us use their flight charts. And another big thank you to Disc Golf Center for providing this disc for us so that we can review it and give it away to you guys. So all three of those companies have been showing support. Show them some support too. We love all those guys and we want to see more out of them. So that's going to be it for the review, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think about it. Let us know if you throw a D3, and don't forget about that giveaway. Make sure you enter. But that's going to be it for today. We will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to go ham.